everybody. All right, I'm going to relax here and do a journey, and we'll see what Spirit has to share with us today. There's just a pause right now. There's a contemplation. There's energy shifts going on. I see a purple dragon in one scene. I see what is a boiling pot, like a witch's cauldron. One scene, it just sort of, it's like we're opening up to something, but it never actually comes. It's undecided. It's not able to make up its mind right now. I see lots of clouds moving really quickly, sort of like you have a snapshot of the sky and then you fast forward it, and so you see time pass really fast when the clouds move. There is a lone ranger, a person walking out into the vastness of the sky as the clouds move past them. I never see the sun rise or set. I never see a moon or a starry night. I just see simply clouds moving through a day, during the day type of sky. A single person walking through the sky, and clouds just overtop their head. This person is turning into a child. A child is wearing pajamas, just a onesie pajama, blue and red, and carrying a teddy bear in one hand, walking. I see the development of a hallway and a home, walking towards what would be like a kitchen or living room. It just feels like walking in place, like time standing still. Having a motivation to go somewhere but never exactly getting there is what the experience is like. Walking in place. This child just wants to reach his parents. This child just wants to reach his parents. He needs to have comfort. He needs a conversation. He needs the interaction. His heart is longing for this connection. But if he can ever get to them, if he's forever in the hallway, how will he ever heal his heart or satisfy the longing within him? It's aggravating. It's like life is playing a trick on you. It's not right. It's not natural. It's not acceptable. It's torturous even. Because the child is so close and never can reach the parents, because it feels the essence of walking in place. Time is in motion, but it's like you can't get to the future or get to this next point. It seems to take a long time to get there. So the question is, what should he do? What should you do? So there's something deep down inside your heart that you're longing to access. You're longing to reach this point. But time feels like it's not helping you get there. So you're just walking in place, trying and trying and trying to make it to this point, and it's as if you can never get there. So what do you do? What do you do? What should this boy do? He's maybe 4 or 5 years old. It's becoming a desperation. He's on his own now, isn't he? Unless his parents are motivated to come to him, nothing's really going to change. There's a conversation here about time passing and the development of aggravation within the emotional body. The essence of feeling like you're walking in place, that you can't get to the future, or that thing that you're trying to reach, that next phase in your life, feels like it's taking forever to get to it. But time is passing. You can tell time is passing not by looking at the sun or the moon, by looking at nature, you can tell within your own heart, because the aggravation of time and the challenge of patience is creating more frustration. That's how you can tell time is passing. The soul is enduring the experience for a prolonged period, and it is feeling an agony from it. So we're gonna stop trying. The boy now. I'm altering the experience. He's going to stop trying to walk to his parents. I want to go into that point where he's continuing to walk in place, but let's see what's there. What was behind him? It's really shocking. It's like a lifetime is behind him. He never aged, though. He remains the same age, but it's as if a lifetime is behind him. It's as if the entire life experience has already happened, but he hasn't merged with it fully, or in the illusion of the experience, he's remains his youthful self, but on some other version of the reality, he's already completed the life, entirely completed it. What is a span of 1 month of time? Feeling like you're walking in place, it's as if the real reality is it was like 70 or 80 years of time. But it didn't, I don't know, how do I explain that? I'm sure you understand what I mean. Has anything ever happened in your life where it felt like a month has passed, but it felt like an entire year? That single month was so demanding, was so difficult, was so whatever it might have been. It felt like 1 month was really like an entire year of your life. That's kind of what this is like. Did it age you an entire year, or was it simply a month? How does that happen? Why does that happen? What does that mean exactly? Spirit shows me a planet of people. Lots and lots of people feel like an entire month is feeling like a year for them. And when you have that many consciousness intertwined with the same feeling, now you actually manifest an alteration in the experience of time. The more consciousness are intertwined in a single thought or perception, the more that now manifests into the reality. So why is that happening? Why are so many human beings feeling like they can't get to the next chapter of their life? Or why are so many human beings feel like they are longing for this next thing and it just is not coming to them no matter what? They have to keep choosing patience. They have to keep choosing perseverance. All the while they are breaking apart. Their soul is in agony. There's exhaustion. There's all of this sort of emotional difficulty. Why is that happening again? The question is, why is that happening? It's not just happening to one person or two people on the planet. There's lots of people feeling this way right now. People in all different places, all different perspectives, all different versions of balance. Balance that is motivated to manifest higher awareness and love and connectedness and healing for the earth. And even souls that are not self-aware and are choosing more destructive avenues. It's all of humanity is enduring this. All of humanity is having this experience on one level or another. Spirit asks me a question. It has to do with, you watch TV, you see commercial after commercial after commercial, and it seems like everybody is so perfect in the commercials. They have the perfect face, the perfect life, the perfect relationship, the perfect vacation, the perfect car, the perfect house, the perfect everything. Now the perfect is what you long for, is the future you're always trying to get to, is the one thing that you want. So now we have a product, now you buy the product in order to try to manifest that type of reality for yourself. You buy the makeup, you buy the Botox, you buy the tennis shoes, you buy that exercise outfit that everybody else is wearing is so cool right now. You buy the latest treadmill, you buy the nicest car, you buy the hot rod so you can get the ladies, you buy, Dos Equis, you'd buy whatever it might be in order to attain that perfect image, that perfect thing. So you're still trying to access a perfect reality, a perfect future, but will you ever reach it? What lies between now and your perfect future? The experience of developing yourself. In the process of developing yourself to get to the perfect future is hard because you have to realize that you aren't the commercial. You aren't those things. You have to actually discover what it is to just be yourself. And if you define yourself as not perfect, not good enough, not ever being, I mean, how do you, to explain it? Ever being like the commercial, there's something to this here. I'm just going to pause for a moment. Because we're talking about time. We're talking about the future we are trying to attain. We're talking about the experience of standing still, walking in place, never getting to that which we desire. What is it that we are actually desiring? Is it truly who and what you are? Is it what you've longed for your whole entire life? Is it right around the corner? You just can't get to it yet. It is something you've been waiting for forever, and now it's here, but it's not quite here yet, but you can feel it. And now you are focusing on how badly you want it each and every day, and it's still not here yet. So now we endure the agony. So that's this. That's what this is. They're showing me this. It's a very difficult channeled message because I can feel the longing. I can feel the soul. I can feel the story. I can feel the anguish in the heart. I can feel the endurance, having to run against the wind to try to attain something beautiful in this world. And it creates the teardrops of a lifetime that you could only just want that thing, and it's so close, but is it? Your heart says yes, it is. Just a very long pause. Spirit just wants to know, how does this conversation make you feel? How does it make you feel about humanity, about your dreams, about yourself, about life right now for you? Obviously, we all have our own unique experiences, but there's something about this message that a lot of people watching this video will relate to it. That's simply all they're going to say. There's no answer on how you are supposed to deal with this. They're simply wanting you to think about what they're sharing and explore what it means to you. What do you think the solution is? If you had a friend and this was their experience, what would be your advice to them to help them get through it? It's okay. Life will get better. It's okay. You will make it. And time passes in the blink of an eye. The lifetime's over before you know it. What would you say to them to try to help them endure? And most of us don't really talk about this stuff to each other. So we don't talk about it to each other. We just hold it inside ourselves. So what's the advice you could give yourself? I think we relate to each other more than we give each other credit, and we still keep it all inside, you know? So that's all I'm going to share for this message. Thank you for watching, and if you're interested in connecting with me one-on-one, I do share psychic services at my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching, and I wish you a wonderful day.